Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and I hope you're okay in these pandemic situations. Wherever you go, whatever you do, make sure you always obey the health protocol. And today I will explain about the suprasegmental features. Without further ado, let's get started. So, what is suprasegmental features? Well, suprasegmental features are the part of speech that involve more than single consonants or vowel, or we can call it the prosodic or the music of language. The feature of it consists of stress, pitch, and intonation. We are studying about the suprasegmental features to enabling ourselves to determine the attitudes and emotional states of what the speaker are saying. For example, when I say it like this, yeah, no, she's beautiful. And then when I said like this, well, yeah, I know she's beautiful. It's different, right? Let's talk about it. Like I said before, the feature of suprasegmental consists of three parts. It is stress, pitch, and intonations. But now we're gonna talk about the stress first. So the stress is the level of force which we apply to a sound or syllable when we pronounce it. Usually, the most prominent syllables is the stress locations. Stress words are content words such as noun, and then principal verbs, adjective, adverbs. While the non-stress words are determiners, auxiliary verbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and pronouns. And the function of stress itself to emphasizing words or contrast one word with another. And then there's a three level of stress. First is the primary stress, which we put the heaviest emphasis to a syllable in a word when spoken. For examples, clearing. So in the clearing word, we put the heaviest emphasis in the first syllable, clean. Evaporator. We put the primary stress on the second syllable, or the heaviest stress on the second syllable, V. And then shampoo. We put the heaviest part on the third syllable. And then there's a secondary stress. Well, in secondary stress, the emphasis is not as heavy as the primary stress, but still pretty strong to emphasize a syllable on a word. For example, diplomatic. So in the diplomatic word, we put the secondary stress in the first syllable. So you can hear it. It is not as heavy as the first primary one. And then phenomenon. We put the secondary stress on the second syllable, which is on noun. Amplitude. The secondary stress is on the final syllable. And so on. And then there's the last kind of stress. It's called tertiary stress, which is the weakest syllable, stress among the three levels of stress. And it's just to preserve the normal vowel quality. For example, democratic, organizations. And now, let's move on. Wait, before we move on, I want to say that we don't need to worry about pronouncing every word clearly to be understood. So we should concentrate on pronouncing the stressed words because they are the key to the excellent English pronunciation. Now we can move on to the pitch. Action. Pitch refers to a melody, some kinds of a highness or lowness level of speech as perceived by ears. Pitch also influenced by the vocal cords. Here, okay. When it stretches up, the pitch of the sound will go up and vice versa. And the pitch will correlate with tone and intonations. Pitch has three range. The first one is low pitch. Usually we use the low pitch to assert items in successive tone. Units are in some equivalent. For example, like when you say, "I told you already, jackass." See? And then And the second range is the normal or mid pitch or middle pitch. This kind of pitch we usually use on the friendly basic conversation. And then high pitch. The third range is the high pitch. We usually use the high pitch to indicate an informational contrast as shown in this example. I'm heading to New York, not Washington. God dang! See, there's the difference. And now, since I said that pitch will correlate with tone intonations, let's move on to the intonations. Intonation shows us how the music of our language rises and falls in speech, or we can say that the fluctuations of our voices. It is based on several key components: pitch, sentence stress, and rhythm. Also, there have been different functions how intonations help communications. Some of them are attitudinal functions, which allow us to express emotion, confidence, surprise, joy, doubt, etc. Accentual functions imply that the placement of the stress is somewhat determined by the intonations. Grammatical functions allow the listener to better recognizing the grammar and syntax structure of what is saying by using the information contained in the intonations. And the last function is the discourse function, to signal the listener that what is to be taken as new information and what is already given. Let's take the example. I'm heading to New York, not Washington. From this sentence, we can conclude that when he said heading to New York is the new information to be taken, as I said, in the discourse function. The structure of the sentence is using present progressive tenses, indicates by the word heading after to be am, as I said on the grammatical functions. Accentual functions play part on the sentence by put the stress at the word New York, because it is the vital information. It is the vital information that everybody needs to know. And we can feel the emotion of the speaker that he is upset by hearing his high pitch and high intonation voice. Oh, I'm sorry. I said that sentence with just a normal pitch. Now let me repeat it. I'm heading to New York, not Washington. Now you can hear it. Okay? Okay guys, I think that's all that I can explain in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like it, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel so I can create other useful video. Oh, also don't forget to hit the bell so you can get the notifications when I make the new video. Once again, thank you very much. See you next time, and